What's good, Seamus Nation? I guess I'm gonna make this video to put in the beginning of one of my Fighting My Demons One Weapon at a Time series. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna be introducing some new characters. Not necessarily, well, yeah, I guess I could say new styles because I haven't fully introduced everything I have a grasp of yet. If you haven't read the description in my first few videos, then I'll just quickly go over that the whole purpose of the series is mainly me teaching myself various martial arts and in general just fleshing out martial arts I'm making for a story, but mostly it's me having fun. I'm gonna be honest, that's 90% of what these videos are, is just me having fun swinging sticks around. If you have any valid critiques of my form or things you wish I would stop doing, feel free to voice those opinions. Just understand that if you're a dick, I'm not gonna acknowledge you fully at all. I'm just not. Because it takes nothing to be kind, and being a hater is free too. Whichever one you choose, you do you. And don't wear blue. I don't know. I had to finish the rhyme. I don't know what the fuck is happening at any point in time. No, but for real, I'm going to be introducing a couple new characters. One character I'm going to introduce, he's going to be a little silly. He's gonna be a little bit of a silly character. Because again, some of these are characters I'm using to flesh out a story and martial combat system for that story for each one of these characters. So a couple of the people I'm going to be introducing, one isn't necessarily tied as heavily to the story and to the lore of like my characters and whatnot. One of them is just essentially an excuse for me to keep practicing this one specific martial art without having to essentially like mentally channel this character. I know it's weird. I know it's weird and it sounds stupid. And it is stupid. It is stupid. Again, goofy. Don't take none of that shit seriously. I'm just enjoying myself here. Chill the fuck out. So one, we got the Transcendent Avatar. Him and Khazro are going to be two people I'm going to use to showcase my current level of understanding in Kali. What I think I'm going to do with that is when I'm using one Kali stick and just doing single hand drills, it's going to be the Transcendent Avatar. And then when I'm doing dual hand drills, that's when I'll be using more form like what Khazro would use. Only time you're gonna see me like do the same, like very similar Kali movements is probably when I'm using this like plastic fucking polypropylene Jian, this like Chinese sword I got. It's not as thin as most Jian are, so I don't know if it's a different type, because that bitch is chunky. And I get it, it's plastic, but even for some of the like wooden ones I've seen, that looks like the blade is way thicker. So it might be something different. I doubt it's a Dao, because Dao is just a catch-all term for like single-edged blade, sort of how Jian is the same for dual-edged blades, I think. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me, people. But yeah, that's one more thing Khazro, as a character, I want him to do. He's more of a jack of all trades. He got a lot of shit I'm gonna be teaching myself for him. We're also gonna probably see me training with my plastic machete, and that'll be more single-hand Kali drills, but there's gonna be a lot more focus on like stabs than there are in some of my other Kali drills and stuff, because again, it's still a blade. Or at the very least, it's a fake blade, and you want to train it like a real one, etc. That's gonna be more so focused on my character, Sohanora. I would like to say I probably won't be channeling certain characters in every video. I'll mostly keep it to my Fighting My Demons One Weapon at a Time series, just to keep that something special. Hopefully soon I'm gonna come into some axes I can train with, because I have a character that uses dual axes, and I want to mash that up with some of my Kali, because I think that would be super fucking dope. You will probably see me doing some Kama forms I'm gonna find and try to teach myself, so I can just understand the basic movements and points of attack and how not to break my wooden ones when I'm training. Because those are the only things I can't use at the moment on my punching bag. I can use pretty much every other weapon I have on my punching bag. I have several different staffs for several different characters. The brown one is the Crashing Demon staff. That's my dude Lloyd. There's a black and red one that I've recently outfitted with a broken wooden katana blade to make it sort of like I don't know if it would be a naginata or something else, because it's a little bit longer than I think you would want a naginata, but I don't know. I gotta actually look that up. But essentially I wanted something that gave me the ability to move it like a bladed polearm. Now it is weighted weird. It's weighted weird as hell. And so hopefully I'll be able to get like a real one or a practice one from somewhere. If you have any recommendations, let me know, especially for getting martial arts equipment. So far, I've just found like just martial arts stores online to get equipment from. What else? What else? What else? Because I want to get everything out because I am going to post this video. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And the comma are gonna belong to my character Jax. He has the whole thing. The silly character that I was trying to get to, because I definitely got fully sidetracked. The silly character is my character Fang. He's a werewolf, and his whole fighting style, like Lloyd's was originally, till I started practicing the staff, and then I was like, that's Lloyd's now, because I want him to be the character, one of my characters that uses just like a basic staff. I don't want him to use like anything too complicated. Like it's gonna definitely have like cudgel shit on the end of it when I fully draw it. But I wanted him to use that because he has a friend, the person who's gonna be using the naginata. He's the one who, well, like I said, he uses a naginata. At first he used a spear, and I was like, ooh, I want them to have this bonding moment where it's a whole convoluted plot point that I haven't even wrote down yet. But yeah, no. So Fang is a werewolf, and his main fighting style revolves around both his transforming ability and his just inherent massive nature. Like Fang is, at the current moment in the story, I want to say Fang might be full height at like 12 to 13 feet, because Fang is abnormally large. He is like actually giant. He is a fucking monster. Okay, and his whole fighting tactic system is based off there's two different styles I'm sort of interweaving together. There's a sort of lone wolf style where it is very hit and run, hit and retreat, but it's still pretty like it's hidden retreat, but not necessarily retreat backwards, if that makes sense. It's like hit and then retreat to the side or through, essentially. He's going past you when he's hitting you. He's not staying in the same place, but he's also not taking his eyes off you. It looks fucking genuinely insane when I'm doing it, because I'm just running around the punch bag fully. That's how I'm starting this training, because there's also the other aspect of it, which is it's pack tactics, essentially. I want him and these humanoid characters to sort of have like envisioned walk cycles in my head, so when I describe it, it doesn't seem too insane when I'm writing it down. But like, I want them to have envisioned walk cycles in my head, and for their martial arts, I want them to be like twofold, where there's one that you use independently, and that differs for everybody in the pack. However, all of them follow a similar structure so that they can be used. So that they can be used together. Like for instance, two people's Fang 1 would look different. However, both of them will be targeting maybe somewhere higher on the body or something, and etc. and so forth for Fang 2, 3, and 4. And so it's a very like in and out, but it's intended originally to be used with multiple people. So what I think I might do is I might like find a way to splice myself in on this video, so it's like a loop of multiple me's doing different things. But that's going to require editing and time that I probably won't have, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's it. This is probably not even going in the beginning of the video anymore. This is its own video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I might put some martial arts footage at the back end of this just to give you guys something to look at and be like, oh shit, hey, that's dope.